Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Fabregas115 here to talk a little bit about Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 and any carryover of our materia, items, weapons, and levels we accumulated in the first part of the Remake series. Full warning, spoiler alert for the original Final Fantasy VII, spoilers for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and possible spoilers for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Now, I've seen a few videos and listened to a few other theories about how Square Enix will handle this, and my views may differ a little. I've played through the remake a few times, quite a few times. I don't have a save at the moment. I finished the game on normal mode, but I think I remember being about level 40 at the end when I did finish on normal mode. With plenty of gil, items, 6 weapons for every character, and materia enough to equip everyone full out and have plenty left over. Of course, I could have purchased more materia, and I probably did purchase a few more than necessary. I recently started a playthrough of the original Final Fantasy VII just to compare. I tried to do a standard run through with no real extra grinding and moving at a decent pace. Leaving Midgar, I had Cloud at level 15 with 4 hours and 24 minutes of game time. I remember being around level 18 on previous playthroughs and being over 5 hours leaving Midgar. I tried not to purchase too much materia, but ended up with what you see here. Also, a couple of weapons and accessories and armor, and roughly 6,000 gil. Looking at Final Fantasy VII Remake from my recent saves, with going through on hard mode and doing some extra stuff, level 50, tons of materia and accessories, over 70,000 gil, plus a full list of items. As far as loading save data from Part 1 to Part 2 of the Remake series, I can see us being given some incentives, which may be more or less depending on completion. So let's say we just finished the game and didn't do a platinum run. Possibly we gain a few more gil, a few extra potions. Materia wise, it's difficult because materia is different. Deadly dodge, parry, steadfast block, etc. are new types of materia. We had no enemy skills obtainable in Midgar from the original, and we just recently got poison. In the remake, we probably leveled up all our standard elemental materias, plus maxed out bio, arrow, HP plus, and summons. Again, none of which were attainable in the original. I can't see them letting us have enemy skill with bad breath at the beginning of Remake Part 2. So my view is that they could start us out anywhere from the beginning at level 7, with a basic loadout of materia, like fire, all the elementals, restore, maybe time, plus a few of the new types of materia offered, like Deadly Dodge, Assess, Subversion, ATB Boost, and maybe a Steal. Possibly maybe starting us around level 15-20, again with a modest amount of materia, like previously mentioned. I feel this is the way it has to be, so we have plenty of room to grow, obtain things, level up, gain new abilities, and summons. Looking forward on my recent playthrough of the original, I reached Nibelheim at 9 hours and 48 minutes of game time. That's 1 hour more than twice the amount of playtime from when I left Midgar. Level 27 with Cloud, a modest amount of materia leveled up, so to second tier at least, a few summons. I felt this was a good place to compare at because I'm thinking they may end Part 2 around Nibelheim, either doing the in-town story, or passing through Mount Nibel prior to us reaching Rocket Town. Of course, I could be way off in my prediction, and for that to happen, and them to end the game later in the original story, they will have us moving quickly. Much more quickly than the Midgar portion. And obviously with less filler along the way. There's no way we can reach the Forgotten City and the Arif scene within 40 hours. If places like Costa del Sol, Fort Condor, Mithril Cave, the Midgar Swamp, and Gongaga are all fleshed out into 1 to 1.5 hour, 2 hour chapters. If the second part of the remake attempts to stay somewhat in line with the original, and of course everything could be different now as far as our journey is concerned, we will need those long chapters of Junon, obtaining Yuffie, and the double chapters possibly to get through Barrett's backstory, Red 13's backstory in Coral and Cosmo Canyon. But those are my thoughts about how Nomura, Katase, and Nojima will have us start out the second installment of the remake series. I feel they're going to have to limit our levels and inventory of materia so we can progress through the game and earn the rewards and the satisfaction of doing so. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.